So the NFL just released the official numbers for the 2020 first-round draft class for their fifth-year options, and that obviously includes Jordan Love. So in today's video, I wanted to take a deeper dive into whether or not the Green Bay Packers should exercise Jordan Love's fifth-year option. So Jordan Love is still under his rookie contract for the 2023 season at that $3.9 million mark, but entering into the 2024 season, if the Packers were to exercise his fifth-year option, then his cap hit goes up to $20,272,000, and that amount is fully guaranteed. As we see here, Jordan Love lies under the basic fifth-year option as he didn't have that much play time, didn't get one Pro Bowl, and didn't get more than one Pro Bowl. If we look at Joe Burrows, he's a one Pro Bowl. That jumps up to $29.5 million. And Tua Tagovailoa, just because of play time, that jumped up to $23.1 million. So the Packers have a decision to make, and they have to make this decision by this year on May 1st. They can't wait for this year to end and then accept the option. They have to make a decision by May 1st. Now, that is the Monday following the draft, so if the Green Bay Packers were to trade Aaron Rodgers pre-draft and get some draft capital, then obviously that would be an easy answer. They would go ahead, they would accept Jordan Love's fifth-year option because you're going to get one more year of him at a cheap deal on his rookie contract. You're going to see what you have with him, and then hopefully going into 2024, you like what you saw, and he's going to remain your starting quarterback, and you're going to get a pretty cheap quarterback if he does turn out well at that $20 million mark. And the only way they could get out of that $20 million cap hit would be trading him to another team at that time. A good example is this year's Darnell Savage. They accepted his fifth-year option last year, and now he's officially on the roster this upcoming season at $7.9 million fully guaranteed. They cannot cut him no matter what. That's guaranteed. The only way they could get rid of it is via a trade. So that would be the same case with Jordan Love if they accepted his fifth-year option here on May 1st. We go through the 2023 season, say he's really not good at all going into the 2024 season, that $20 million is fully guaranteed. But I think the main thing here, and really the only way the Packers accept Jordan Love's fifth-year option, is if they move on from Aaron Rodgers, whether he retires or they trade him to another team. Because as of right now, Aaron Rodgers in 2024, say if he does stay a Packer in 2023 and he commits to playing football, obviously I think we'd go through the same charade next year of whether Aaron Rodgers was going to retire or not. But in 2024, his cap hit rises to $40.7 million. It's $31 million this year, and then it raises another $9 million next season. So if the Packers were to keep Aaron Rodgers around and accept Jordan Love's fifth-year option, they'd have over a $60 million cap hit combined, and that's just not really realistic at all. Now, as we look at it right now, as their salary cap sits, the Green Bay Packers have $33.2 million cap space for 2024. But for right now, they are $16 million over the cap. So they still have to clear that $16.4 million before the new league year start on March 16th. And the way they're going to do that is by restructuring contracts, therefore pushing money out. So they really won't have that $33.2 million that it says we have right now for 2024. Therefore, they probably wouldn't even have enough money to have Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love at that $60 million mark. It's just, again, not realistic. Just to give you guys a little bit more of a clearer picture, the five main contracts that they're likely going to touch in some way, shape, or form in terms of a restructure or an extension: David Bakhtiari, Kenny Clark, Jair Alexander, Aaron Jones, and Preston Smith. If they were to max restructure all of these guys, push more money out into the future, now our 2024 cap space drops to $11.898 million. Nowhere near enough. Now, one thing that could end up happening is if we get to the draft and there's still no Aaron Rodgers trade, and it looks like, okay, the Packers are going to move on with Aaron Rodgers. I think at that point, we'll kind of know the whole situation. But one thing that could happen is once the draft goes by, the next Monday on May 1st, when they have to accept or decline Jordan Love's fifth-year option, if they ended up accepting that, that's a very big telltale sign that the Packers are then looking to trade Aaron Rodgers with a post-June 1st designation. Because if they were to do that, that lowers his cap hit this year, but also carries some of it into next year. But it would give them a lot more space this year, and they'd still obviously have a ton of space next year because the majority of Aaron Rodgers' contract wouldn't be on the books. But I don't think it's going to be completely quiet up until the draft. I think we're going to get a very clear picture by middle of March, right before the new league year, on what the Packers are doing with Aaron Rodgers. So really the only way that the Packers are going to accept Jordan Love's option is if they trade Aaron Rodgers or he ends up retiring. Obviously, he still hasn't even decided if he's going to be playing football in 2023. But one thing I'm pretty certain of, as I said, there's no way they're going to keep Aaron Rodgers at $40 million next year, $31 million this year, and accept Jordan Love's 5th-year option. The Packers are going to have to make a move. They're going to have to decide, are they going with Aaron Rodgers or are they going with Jordan Love? This is the year where you can't have your cake and eat it too. They need to make a decision, and it's got to be either Rodgers for the next couple of years, or we're finally moving on to Jordan Love, the guy we've been grooming for the past 3 years and keep saying that he's ready to play. The Packers kind of put themselves in this situation where they're trying to keep Jordan Love and also keep Aaron Rodgers, and they kind of really screwed themselves with that massive extension Aaron Rodgers last year because it forced the action on this. And then now if they do keep Aaron Rodgers, I don't see Jordan Love sticking around. He doesn't have crazy leverage. It's not like he could force or demand a trade in 2023, but at that point, they're not going to accept his 5th-year option, and he's just going to say bye-bye in free agency in 2024 and go sign with another team, and we'll never really know what Jordan Love could have been with the Packers. And then if he were to go to another team and be a good quarterback, I mean, the Packers front office would be punching themselves. Overall, the Packers really put themselves in a pretty odd situation. And the crazy thing is, with Jordan Love, he's still only 24 years old. Joe Burrow is older than Jordan Love. He's 26. Kenny Pickett, who was drafted this last draft, is older than Jordan Love. He's the same age, but he turns 25 in June. So I'm really intrigued to see what the Packers end up doing, but once they do one, we're going to get a very clear picture of what the other is going to be. Also, guys, just a reminder, there is a new giveaway. It's a double giveaway for the month of February. Thank you to Pristine Auction. The first item I am giving away this month is this signed Quay Walker Packers jersey, and the second item is this signed AJ Hawk photo here. So if you guys are new to this, the way you enter in these giveaways, you go to pristineauction.com, sign up on their website using my registration code BASS, B-A-S, on pristineauction.com. That'll enter you in all my giveaways, as well as give you a free $10 site credit. So if I were you, I'd take a look at all the auctions they have on the website. They have so much stuff. It's not even just Packers, of course. They have, and not even just football. They have so much stuff on that website, and you'll get a free $10 site credit just by signing up. But that about does it for this video. I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. I feel like the fan base is really split up right now. It's like, okay, we need to bring back Aaron Rodgers. That's our best bet. We need to move on to Jordan Love, do the 5th-year option. I feel like the fan base is really split up. Honestly, you know, I'm kind of in the middle. You know, if they bring back Aaron Rodgers, I'm okay with that. You know, if they're going to go all in, I know it's not the best for the future and the salary cap and all of that. And I'm also okay if they decide to move on to their guy they drafted a few years ago and have been grooming in Jordan Love. But that about does it for this video. Appreciate everyone watching. I'll catch you on the next one. And as always, go Pack Go.